So again, I work for Hawaii Electricians Training Fund, which is the training, I guess, division of um, the electricians. We belong with local union IBW 1186 and our contractors association, Hawaii Electricians Contractors of Hawaii. Um, I have a short video that kind of gives you an overview of our program and what we do. So if you can bear with the video for a little while.
Yeah. I guess trades because I've gotten to build rebar cages, you build forms, which is all outside of what you think is an electrician. But you learn all these different things being in the commercial side. I haven't yet gotten to go residential or industrial, but still learning, right? I'm with STG, being an apprentice. Oh, it was challenging in the beginning, just getting my body used to the labor and learning how to use tools and using your body versus like impacting into a stud. It gets easier as you go versus when you first start, man, my self tappers were all over the place. But you know, you learn all these things and you can apply it, you can go home, you can fix up whatever. It doesn't even need to just be electrical. It allows you to get a wider range of knowledge in all types of trades. So I mean, I've been learning a lot and learning what I can excel in faster versus what I take longer to pick up on. But being in the program, you have a lot of people, you meet a lot of people, they help you out. It's a good experience, and I don't regret joining this union.
So through the apprenticeship, I was able to buy and sell my two houses, one when I was 22 years old and when I was 24. And since then, it helped me with my career, helped me with financial stability for my family. I think the biggest thing the apprenticeship taught me was working hard and having a good attitude, I guess, that goes a long way, not just in the apprenticeship, but I guess in my personal life as well.
IBEW is great. It has a 5-year program that teaches you all aspects of electrical, from solar to doing high-rise. And that's one of the main things I like this program for. Oh, it changed my life from the benefits and the education and a lot of good people I'm meeting, such as, you guys have donating, electrical schooling. So everything like that is really beneficial to becoming an electrician. Learning to deal with new people and also new aspects of electrical, so solar, and I love working on high rises and just dealing with circuitry, period. Learning everything in school.
Hi, my name is Mark Pongsavat. I'm currently an IBW Local 1186 organizer. I started my apprenticeship in 2015. I came through an open enrollment. One of the reasons why I chose to join and become an electrician through the IBW was that I heard that it was a great program, it was a great teaching, and it was a skilled trade that I was very interested in. So I applied, I got in, and I started working as an apprentice through a signatory contractor, Roosevelt Electric. I became an apprentice, and then I worked for them for 4 years. And then after, I moved to a different company. I worked for a smaller company, Uyehara Electric. I finished my apprenticeship and became a journeyman, ran projects for them. And now I'm currently on staff as an organizer. So one of the main reasons through my apprenticeship, or one of the takeaways through my apprenticeship, was to learn a skilled trade. I was able to do that with schooling and also hands-on through jobs and my teachings from journeymen and foremen. I was able to do that. One of the challenges was just trying to adapt to different skills and changes and learning different things on the field. Also at the same time, there's physical abilities that I have to, adapt to as well. I was able to do that, and I trust my process in learning and trust the process in school, learn the theory of it, and then it was difficult, but it was very rewarding at the same time. And now I'm here as an organizer.
So that's what basically some of the testimonies. And then so what we do as electricians, we do residential wiring for homes, commercial work. We also do underground and industrial. And we also help out Hawaiian Electric. Yeah. Other programs we do is telecom, which is your low voltage telephone networking. Also, so those are but what is an apprentice? I usually ask, what is an apprentice? And it's basically, the definition is one who is learning a practical experience under a skilled worker, a trade, art, or calling. So what we want to do is we're going to take you and to teach you how to be a master of something, right? We have 3 programs. Our programs are Inside Wire Person, which is your commercial electricians. We have the Telecom CATV, which is your low voltage, fire alarm, maybe computer networking, audio visual security. That will all come under the Telecom CATV low voltage program. And we also help out with the Hawaiian Electric Utilities, the overhead outside line program. But with the 3 programs, we do have a minimum requirement. You have to be of 18 years of age, have at least a high school or a GED diploma. One of our MAT requirements is you have to successfully complete and pass Algebra 1. We do give an aptitude test, which you have to pass, and then pass a drug test. So once you get into the program, our program requirements are basically OJT, which is 10,000 hours, 800 hours of related instructions or schooling. This would be for the inside program. And like any program, our apprenticeship program, we actually put you out, and it's the earn while you learn type of thing. So you start you out as a first step. You start off at 35% of journeyman rate, which is roughly currently right now $19 an hour. Every 1,001 hours that you work, you earn, you get a 5% step increases, and then that equates to 21. So every 1,001 hours that you work, you can see a 5% to your wages. Yeah. Basically, how long does it take to acquire a step? Would probably,
journeyman, 54, 55. Shit. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically to earn 1,000 hours would take you roughly of an average, if you work full time, 6 months. So basically within 1 year, you could see 2 increases. And basically, I am a journeyman. I am a licensed electrician in the state of Hawaii and a journeyman with IBW Local 1186. So we see our annual contractual raises. So as an apprentice, depending on timing, they can actually see three raises per year. Um, if it works out into it, just of timing of things. Yeah. So, but what do you need to become a journeyman is 10,000 OJT hours, 800 hours of schooling, and in the Insight program, you need to get a electrician journeyman license for the state of Hawaii. All our apprentices to complete their program will have to take the test and pass in order to be a full-fledged journeyman. We have another program which is the Telecom CATV, which takes 6,000 hours of OJT, 400 hours of related instructions, and also is required to take a Hawaii state license, electrician's license. The third program, which is our outside line, requires 7,000 OJT hours and 480 hours of related instructions. This program does not require a state license, however, because we work with the utilities.
Oh, neat.
But also through our program, we take you through safety classes like CPR, first aid. We teach you electrical safety. If you don't know, electrical hazards are basically unseen, unsmelling, and we need to teach our guys how to work on particular hazards. So that is all included in the training for safety and with our apprentices. Also, all our apprentices belong to IBW Local 1186, which has also our benefits like your health and welfare, which covers medical, dental, vision, prescription. We do have a retirement of pension. We do have an annuity retirement, vacation holiday fund, unemployment fund. And when you get to my ripe old age, I get to qualify for National Electrical Benefits retirement pension. Any
Paid-
questions?
I work with Rick, training office manager. I help with the apprenticeship programs and trying to bring in fresh blood. We created this program just for our recruiting and all that. Hopefully you guys like it.
Yeah, so, and I'm Rick Subiono. You guys heard me earlier say, wow, that electrician's got a nice package, man. Maybe we joined the wrong industry. So if I can figure out.
Okay, so this is the presentation we have for Roofers Local 221 training program. Entering the roofing and waterproofing industry. Oh, can you guys hear me? I'm sorry, am I speaking loud enough?
No, you're perfect.
Okay, perfect. So, so we asked the students, do you know what you're going to do after high school? And basically, there are 4 options. We give them 4 options just to get them thinking on, what they actually want to do, and every choice that we make in life basically leads to our future. Sorry, just pull up my notes real fast.
You're doing great.
Thank you. Option number 1 is you can either go to college, get a career. Option number 2, you can join the military. Number 3, you can join the workforce. Or 4, live on the beach. Yeah, it's a joke. Yeah, I should have put homeless or something like that, but just to get it engaging.
No, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's what you'll find yourself.
So, number 1, go to college. The going rate among public school students in Hawaii has remained relatively flat over the last 6 years at like 55% or so. So going into college, you can apply for like financial aid or assistance. There's also grants out there. Or the last option is you can work through college. I know people who've actually done that. It's a challenge, but all depend on your mindset, how much you actually want it. You can, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, join the military.
Join the military. We have this guy. I found a pretty funny video. So Balazay in the Haka. No, it's not. Yeah. Or you can live on a beach homeless. I've actually experienced homelessness once in my life, and I never ever want to experience it again. So, and now that I have kids, I don't want them to actually be experiencing that either. So that's also another motivation for myself. Do you want purpose in life? You want to be a contributing member to society? Does your kids deserve that, or you yourself deserve that? Don't you deserve more future, something you can actually be proud of? So, like I said, you get them thinking. If you like the idea of working right now, school, you would like to work with your hands, and maybe you want to be a part of something. So we have all these pictures that we actually took from our members in the field. Become a part of something, be a team player, make a career.
So yeah, we're roofing and waterproofing, right? So these are we just kind of you kind of just kind of threw this together today or yesterday. So, but we do have a recruiting video, and we just make our own presentation.
Okay.
So, moving on. In the terms of apprenticeship, you got to be a high school graduate or equivalent, valid driver's license, must be physically fit to perform the duties of the trade, and should be able to lift at least 100 pounds. So that's the minimum requirements we have listed with the state. We don't require an entrance exam, right? And we just need able bodies, 17 years or older, and we'll train them. Yeah, some really helpful high school subjects are
mathematics, mechanical drawing, building construction technology, and technical science. So yeah, real simple. Math is real basic in what we do.
So,
sorry.
This is yeah.
Sorry, somebody. So our apprenticeship classes, it requires 240 hours of classroom. And then also to get you raises too. I'm pretty sure everyone is the same. We also have this thing called the daily progress records. We want our apprentices to be jotting down their hours every day, and they have to actually turn this in to actually get their raises. So if you're indentured before 2014, you will be every 1,000 hours. If you're indentured after 2014, you will be every 1,000 hours. And this is how we keep track of their progress and how much hours they actually work in the field, which has to be turned into us so we can put it a part of their apprenticeship folder.
Here's some current wage rates as of September 3rd, 2003. The entry level is $19.69, and you look above that, the journeyman is $43.75. So that's just wages. Apprentices going forward right now would fall under that every 2,000 hours. I know Terry's one was there. We used to have the every 1,000 hours one, but we changed it over to every 2,000. So they get a greater raise, but they wait a little bit longer. Journeyman status.
Well, as soon as you get you complete the 240 classroom hours, you get the 8,000 work hours in the field, and complete your exam for the journeyman test, you become a journeyman. You get a certificate, and you make that money. Like I said, journeyman status, cha-ching, money, money, money. And yeah, it took me a while, maybe like 5 years to actually do it, but I liked it. I mean, more money.
You need to get in. It's very basic, very simple for us. Like I'm going to use Terry again for an example. You got to have one. You got to do an entry level test, which is not for everyone. We don't have that because our trade is relatively simple, but it is a lot of hard work because you're up there in heights, and you're working in the elements. So we got to let them know about that. So before they even get on the roof, they have to do two things before they even get. One of them is they have to take a fall protection course, and we offer that. And they take a first aid course. So everybody has first aid and fall protection. In our first year, we just revamped our first semester, entry-level apprentices for the first year. It's all about safety. So we have a fall protection with competent person 16-hour class, and then followed by a HAZCOM class, and then first aid CPR AED, and then we'll do a OSHA 10, and then we'll do signal person and rigger class. So they, after the first semester, they all got everything all done, and they're ready to go up on the roof. But most of the time, before, because our school runs the same as most other trades from August to May, first and second semester, right? And so we try to get them at least a minimum 5-hour fall protection class and a first aid class so they can get on. But the fall protection is probably the most critical one. They need to get up there and start working, because they work before they go to class, right? Before they start classes. So we like everybody else. We have apprentices on every island except for Molokai, and we involved with the community college and Maui College, University of Hawaii Maui College, right? Don't call them community college anymore, okay? Because they got their credentials, right? And so, yeah, we have a class there. We have a class in Hilo and in Palamanui in Kona. And then we have 4 classes currently here in Oahu at HCC. We also use the union. We have a class over here at Camp 4 Road. We have a separate office. We can run classes here. Most of the time we do our fall protection over here for get them on the roof. And then we also have some of our contractors avail to us their training area, and they have a room where they have media, and then we can go outside and use their equipment if we need to. So it's if we're looking forward to what our trade offers, or how much work is out there. We actually behind on work right now because of the supply shortage chain. There was some jobs that was ready back in April and earlier this year, January, February, April, May, but there was no material for it. So they just starting those ones. So we're way behind. We really need some bodies out there. We need some workers out there. So we've been doing some recruiting. We were set up for some other professional guys to help us out. Some guys coming from the mainland to help us out. But we got to compete with everybody else. We got to compete with Earl. We got to compete with Terry. Because everybody looking for qualified guys, right? Most of our guys actually come from within the trade. They know somebody that's in the trade. We do high school job fairs. You guys know about the CCD. We're still planning the Maui one. I was on the original, and I'm still on the original group for them. The ones that put on the CCD, which is a good event. Yeah. And roofing is a good trade to get into. And if you ever want to move, there's possibilities going above or just a roofer, because when you become an apprentice, obviously your next goal is finish school, finish your OJT, get to be a journeyman, and maybe I think the ultimate thing is start your own company, right? But you can work in management as a estimator, superintendent, right? And we have several of our guys working in management right now. I actually have 2 guys that went through our program, and they're very successful contractors. They're not in the union, but they mostly concentrate on residential. So if any, so we're wide open like everybody, right? Right, Earl? Yeah.
You mentioned that you have people out of high school or college. Can older people start? Does it?
Yeah. Anybody. We recruit everybody. There is a what we call black hole. Yeah, I think you guys are familiar with that. People right out of high school, right? They never went to college, they never joined the military, or they did and they're still unemployed. And we trying to get that people out there, right? That demographic of people, right? So we're we're listed like with everybody else with the DOL, right? At the job centers. Um, it's amazing that a lot of people don't know that these apprenticeship programs exist because, and it's relatively very good wages, very good benefits, and uh, the only obligation they got is, being a union member, paying dues and initiation fees, and a apprentice would only have to pay their tuition, which is like what, $20 a semester, and pay for their book fees. Our book fees are $5. Yeah, but yeah, we're we're trying to get more involved, But and I travel the islands to participate in some of these recruiting, some of these job fairs, yeah. So we're there, but today I think they have a lot of choices, right? And then we gotta deal with uh, the millennials, and they're different, right? We're all dealing with that issue, right?
Wait,
It's
wait.
hard to find. Yeah, you want me back up? You gonna make a comment on that?
I think that's
Yeah,
funny.
they into their technical. Everybody carries a smartphone right now, so we use that. There's a lot of our stuff that's on the smartphone. In fact, we have a very good app that our business manager uh, partnered up with, and it's real simple. I'm sure everybody is getting into that too. But you find out everything about what the union does, what we're doing, our pay increases, or what's going on with our benefits, our meetings, our holidays. That's the place to go. The apprentice actually can go to that app and they can submit their daily progress reports that Kaiko was talking about. Real simple. And then we'll get a nice clean copy because, I believe that everybody's out there, they're working hard, they deserve another pay. So, they got to get on it, right? And that makes it a lot simpler for them, right?
I
And
think
then
you're
we're
growing.
available excuse me.
No, you're growing with who we are as a public, and I think the phones are absolutely imperative to have.
Yes.
Fortunate.
What makes it frustrating too at times is trying to get the converting the older generation to actually using the phone. But if you actually take the time to show them, and because they're not used to the smartphones, and but just showing them, it opens their eyes to what technology really is nowadays, how simplified it can actually be for them instead of actually them coming down here doing the paper, doing the DPRs. But we're just trying to make it easier for our members just to access everything, find everything instead of actually calling up. Because they're real old, right? And it's just making it easier for everybody. Just, making it easier for